This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime!
It's Friday, January the 16th, 2015, and this is the Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with confusion that surrounds the Rubis Service Station in the villages at Coverley and its presence in that housing community without town and country planning approval to operate as a gas station. More than a year after its construction, the gas station is yet to be opened, and investigations by Barbados Today have revealed that to date, developers has not yet received permission to operate in the Christchurch community. While there have been questions about how the gas station could have been built in the first place without prior approval, investigations have revealed that the Ministry of Energy has refused to grant the necessary certification to pump gas without town and country planning permission. At the center of the stalled opening are 3 houses, which the state agency has made clear to developers must be relocated at their expense before permission is obtained. It was determined that the proximity of the houses to the gas station presented a possible hazardous situation. Following their recent complaints about the quality of the accommodation at Casa Grande Hotel in Oldbury, St. Philip, the 90 Nigerian students who are in Barbados on a 9-month study program are to be relocated to their promised home on the south coast. However, the program's consultant facilitator, Barbadian Donaldson Hill, said the move to Infinity on the beach in St. Lawrence Gap, Christchurch, was not likely to take place before May. In the meantime, she said the students who arrived here in December will continue to reside at Casa Grande. In an exclusive interview with Barbados Today, St. Hill said that because of timing issues, Casa Grande was the only option available, without which the students would have had to go back home.
If we hadn't done that and we booked for 1 month, we would have nowhere to go next month, or the next month, or the next month. And I think the South Coast Hotel told us May was the earliest date. So where would we be today? And how would we negotiate for the best, the free Wi-Fi and all these things in 1 month? The store Mrs. Ram is setting up so they can have a little tuck shop and top up their phones and, toiletries and so on we wouldn't have. So it's hard to say that. We didn't have 6 options to choose from, and it wasn't about cost. It was somebody who opened her doors, dealt with the uncertainty. On the day we were coming, we almost didn't get here.
Police are investigating the kidnapping of a 26-year-old businessman, while his family is grateful he was returned to them safe and sound. Kemar Trotman of Green Hill, St. Michael, was up to last night being questioned by police about his ordeal, which lasted almost 8 hours. 4 marksmen allegedly abducted Trotman, who buys and sells vehicles, while he was outside his home repairing a car around midday. His family was shaken by the incident, which they said they could not understand. But at 7:42 p.m., relatives who had gathered at the District A police station breathed a collective sigh of relief when lawmen returned with him. Some family members reported that he had been found in Ellerton in St. George. Tears flowed freely as the family huddled around and embraced Trotman as he emerged from the police vehicle. His father, Peter Trotman, was the first to embrace him when he emerged from the vehicle. While he did not want to go too much into what had transpired, he said he was glad his son was back safely. Meanwhile, a St. Michael mother is thanking God for sparing the life of her 18-year-old son who was shot on Monday. Akio Belgrave was shot in his abdomen while traveling along Barbers Hill just a stone's throw away from his home. His mother, Michelle Belgrave, who is still shocked at the incident, questions why her child was targeted.
I saw him this afternoon and he's sitting up and he's taking clear fluids. He's drinking water and apple juices and things and soups.
So he's altered the words then, would you say?
Yeah, I would say that he's not pretty clear.
So what do you think was the motive behind it though?
Well, I could testify to this. My child is not a black child. My child ain't no child that on the road liming or nothing like that. So I would really like to know what is the motive.
The Catholic Diocese is on a mission to provide more assistance to the poor and needy. Bishop of Barbados and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Reverend Jason Gordon, says the church made a deliberate decision at its synod last year to expand its humanitarian work. He says there's a clear need for the church to do more given the prevailing conditions in the society.
We have to up our game and we have to do a lot more. One of the first things I did when I did the assessment, I said we're not doing enough for the poor in this country and we have to do a lot more. And we have to find a way to do that, even in a shrinking economy and even with very limited funds in the church. We have to find a way to give better service. So that's a second way that we will be changing our game and going up another notch.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region now, there's been another road tragedy, this time in St. Lucia, where a truck ran off the Beckson Highway and overturned, killing all 3 people traveling inside the vehicle, including a child.
Tragedy struck in the community of Beckson on Wednesday, with another deadly road accident along the busy thoroughfare. A truck reportedly careened off the Beckson Highway and collided with a utility pole. Eyewitnesses say the truck then overturned. The pole caught fire and the truck erupted into a fiery ball with 3 passengers trapped inside. A 4-year-old boy, said to be the deceased female victim's grandson who managed to climb out of the vehicle, was rescued by passers-by.
That child was the 3rd person to die after succumbing to his burns later. Government ministries in Trinidad and Tobago are being warned that they wouldn't be getting another red cent this financial year and should therefore stick within budget. Minister of Finance Larry Hawaii cautioned his ministerial colleagues to do what they have to do with what they have, blaming the tight squeeze on falling oil prices.
The finance minister is making it clear that there will be no more money allocated to government ministries.
What I will do is indicate to them that you see this budget that you have here. If you think you want to go and do something else, you could do it, but here what? You're not getting a cent more.
Last week, Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Visasa said this country was facing a revenue shortfall of $7.4 billion. The Prime Minister said there would be cuts in the public sector investment program and 15% cuts at some government ministries. Minister Hawaii tells CNC3 Business Watch that if the government did not make any cutbacks, we would be facing a $12 billion deficit.
And finally, on the international scene, don't kill in God's name. Weighing in on last week's attack on the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo, Pope Francis said en route to the Philippines that killing in the name of God is wrong, but it is also wrong to provoke people by belittling their religion.
I believe you cannot react violently, but if my good friend Dr. Gaspari says a curse word against my mother, he can expect a punch. It's normal. You cannot provoke. You cannot insult the faith of others. You cannot make fun of the faith of others.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. We will be back again this afternoon. But until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.